In this video, we'll talk about adding data to a table using a structured query language or SQL. Now, to insert data into a table, you need to use the insert statement, and you type insert into followed by the table name. So in our case, it's the product category. As soon as you type in your product name, see that IntelliSense on the SQL Server Management Studio will give you some options. So in my case, I'm just going to press tab. That's the product category. And from the product category, you then open parentheses, close. You tell which columns you want to insert the data into. Now, if you can remember, our product ID is an identity column, and it will increment automatically. So it starts with 1, and then it will automatically increase by 1. So what we need is we don't need the ID in here because it will get inserted automatically. We need to get the category. That's our category column. And we also have an entry date. And that's the entry date. So once you've got your columns, now the next thing that you need to do is you need to tell that you want to provide some values. And for that, your keyword is values. Again, open parentheses, close. One category, want to do, let me just call this one ebooks. And it's also important that you enter the data in order that your column is. So you've got your category and then you've got your entry date. So I'm just going to get the entry date next. We've got ebooks on your category. Get date is a function that gets you today's date. So that's our one entry. And if you want to add more than one value, then separate that by comma. Again, open parentheses, close parentheses. This one is going to be electronics. So that's electronics. And then date is going to do get date. It's today's date again. So now I've got two values which will be inserted into the products table. So when I hit execute, you've got a message saying 2 rows affected. So that means we've now inserted 2 rows into our category table. It's going to show you how that looks. So go to the database, demo database, refresh tables. And if we right click and say edit top 200, now you should be able to see the two new categories that we have inserted into our table. Now this is how you insert your data using SQL Server insert into statement. What you can also do is, by the way, you can also insert into a table from another table. So that is, if you've got a bulk of data stored in one table in your database, and you want to insert that into another table, you can do that too. So, same principle, by the way, applies here. But what I'm going to do is this time, so I'm going to get rid of both of these. Again, so insert into, going to say product category. This time, I'm only going to say the category. So I'm only going to need that one column, the category column. Now you can remember from the first video that we made about creating a table using SQL language, is that we have said that category ID was primary key, which will get generated automatically. And we have also defaulted the entry date to get date, which was the system date automatically. So in this case, if I don't insert the entry date, it will be automatically defaulted to the date when you insert your data. So I've got insert into product category. So I only need the category column. We do the insert statement. I want to show you something. If I comment the insert into product category statement, and I say select category from products, you see that I've got 24 rows in here. Now, the reason for this is because I've got 24 products that have an associated category with it. So if I do the insert like this, I will have duplicated categories inserted into my category table. Now what I need in here is a distinct list. So dis, if I say distinct, then this time you'd see I've only got 6 records. And this is what I want to insert into my product table. So I say insert into product category, select distinct category from products. So if I do this, and this time it's going to tell me that I've got 6 rows inserted, go back into my products table, and I just close this, select top 1000. Now you should be able to see the products categories from my product table into here. So